Welcome to Golf Escapes, our latest series of films exploring the most extraordinary golfing destinations from all over the world. There's no better place to start than in Portrush on Northern Ireland's stunning Causeway coast. The Open Championship is set to come here for the first time in nearly 70 years, and this iconic coastline will welcome hundreds of thousands of people, not only watching the golf, but wanting to explore this beautiful part of the world. The Dunluce Links at Royal Portrush ranks amongst the world's best links courses. I'm on my way to meet the course manager, Graham Beat, to find out what makes it such a special venue. So Graham, this is my first trip to Portrush and the landscape is mind-blowing. It's absolutely stunning. How would you describe it to a visitor who hasn't been here before?
From a golf course point of view, there's so much change in elevation here. I would say if you're coming here and you're not necessarily just playing golf, there's so much you can see. The coastline's absolutely stunning.
I'm playing the golf course this afternoon, which I'm really looking forward to. What are your tips, if any, that you could give to me?
I would say keep it out of the rough, which is pretty obvious, but especially at Portrush.
Yeah.
The rough here's probably heavier than most links courses.
Okay, I'll try my best on that. I can't guarantee that. Armed with Graham's insider knowledge, I'm off to see what Royal Portrush has in store for the best in the world. Okay, so we've made it to the fifth hole. It's called the White Rocks because as we walk down into the fairway to your right-hand side, you can see the beautiful white cliffs. It's the first drivable par 4 of the day and you can see the Atlantic Ocean, and on a clear day I'm told you can see the island of Iona. So it is a magnificent golf hole. Bit of risk reward here, but I've got the driver in my hand and I'm going to give it a whack. Wow, I couldn't hit it much better than that. We're on the 15th hole and I have to say it's probably my favourite hole so far. It's this stunning par 4. You've got this magnificent tee shot, you can get your driver out the bag and it's quite generous. One of the widest fairways without doubt so far. It's called the Scaries, this hole, because we've got the Scary Islands just there. After a long day walking the links, there's only one place to go to unwind, and that is the harbour in Portrush. So Matt, how exciting is it to have the Open coming here?
It's massive for the town and also the country. It's just what it'll bring. We're guaranteed to have it 3 times.
Yeah.
So what it's brought to the town, the uplift, and what the infrastructure is going to help us as well.
Quite a few of the players do come here. Can you tell me about that?
Well, obviously, Darren's, this is his local. I mean, the bar across the road is where he'd always come in for a pint of Guinness.
The Harbour Bar.
Yeah. Graham's from Portrush. He's born and raised. So we all know him very well. All the staff are very fond of the two of them, and they're great customers of ours.
Just a 15-minute drive from Royal Portrush is a geological wonder that has to be seen to be believed. Formed 50 to 60 million years ago, the Giant's Causeway is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that attracts 1 million visitors every year. The basalt columns rising up out of the Atlantic Ocean have formed an extraordinary coastline. Giant's Causeway, like much of the landscape here, makes a big impression, and it certainly caught the imaginations of the makers of Game of Thrones, who filmed much of the hit series right here. Another spectacular site overlooking the Atlantic Ocean is Dunluce Castle. The historic ruins certainly have a dramatic setting here on the edge of the cliff of the Causeway coast. One of the locations used in Game of Thrones was the stunning Port Stewart Strand, an iconic stretch of beach and dunes located on the rugged Atlantic coast. The beach also happens to provide the backdrop for another of the region's best courses, Port Stewart Golf Club. Located just 5 miles from Royal Portrush, it's another classic links course hidden amongst the dunes. I'm off to meet the head pro, Neil Graham, to take a look at some of the signature holes. Great ball, Neil. I can tell you've played here before.
Once or twice.
So here we are, it's the first tee at Port Stewart. Thanks so much for having us. It's another spectacular links course in this part of Northern Ireland. For a visitor that's not been here before, what can they expect of the course?
Well, firstly, they'll expect Beautiful coastline with views over the hills and the Donegal. Of course, I'll expect a beautiful golf course here.
It's a confident roll, straight in, very nice. Okay, well that's me one down already. So Neil, we've made it here to the 4th tee. Would you say this is one of the most signature holes on the golf course?
Yes, it is. Apart from the first, this tee for me would be my second favourite.
Yeah.
It's got a wonderful view here.
It's unbelievable.
You can see the whole of the 4th hole right to the green. It's actually an easier drive for the longer hitters here.
Is it a par 4 or a par 5?
It's a par 5, yeah.
It's a par 5, I was going to say, phew.
The longer hitters can still get there in 2,
Right.
even though this tee's 50 yards back.
It's a shame we're only playing a few holes because I think you'd be on for a course record here. There we are, no surprise. Another cheeky birdie on the card. I'm sorry to stop you there, Neil, because you're on for a course record, but it's been an absolute pleasure to play some of the signature holes here at Portrush with you. Thank you for having us round, and I can see why any golfer coming to this area, this part of the Causeway coast, has got to come and play here. It cannot be missed.
Yes, and thank you. It was a pleasure having you with us.
Great. Should we hit the bar?
We should.
Let's
Thank you.
go. Portrush and the surrounding areas will undoubtedly make for a brilliant Open Championship venue. So whether you come to play golf yourself or to watch some of the best in the world, the experiences you have on and off the course will stay with you for a very long time.